when it comes to adultery, we just finished talking about breakups and relationships and cheating and all of that. I mean, you're a married woman. Why are you still doing all of those things? So I understand that it could be that for the man's sanity. Yes, the only thing I do not agree with this, I am one person that would not always support divorce, definitely. But you would agree with me that there are some situations that would warrant you a divorce. That a divorce in that kind of situation will be justified. Yes, they have children, and as a woman, what examples are you laying for your children? You have 2 children. You said it yourself that you have 2 children, but yet you rain all sorts of insults whenever your husband requests that you change a certain clothes. This is not to say that as a woman you should take everything your husband says, everything he says, hook, line, and sinker, right? But because you should have your own mind, and if you have a high taste for fashion and your husband doesn't, perhaps you sit him down and let him know in a more subtle way why you like dressing this way. Not for you to rain insult on the man, and like that is not enough, you're also cheating on him. Yeah, so if he wants to divorce you because of this, perhaps he has, not perhaps, the story rightly states that he has told her that I do not want you to dress like this, and you already know his reason. And if you do not want to succumb to your husband's what's it called, there is a way you can communicate with him. You do not have to insult him, because do not forget that you have children who are also watching the way you behave. And if for his own sanity he cannot take this anymore and he wants a divorce, I do not think he is wrong to want to do that, really.
So I do not agree with you.
Okay.
I am married, and being married should not take away your lifestyle or however you live your life. I am married to my husband doesn't mean he has to tell me how to live my life or what to wear or what to do per time. I mean, before we got married, you probably must have seen me dressed that way. And why is it in marriage it becomes an issue that I dress this way and I am going out and you tell me go back to change? If that is what I want to wear and that is what makes me feel good, then I am certainly wearing it without you having to tell me to go back to change.
Well, except that we do not know the kind of clothes that this woman wears. As a married woman, there is a way you can dress. Of course, a man should not tell you, or your husband should not always dictate to you what to wear and what not to wear. Yes, you're right in that. But do not also forget that she was committing adultery here and also insulting her husband. And it says skimpy clothes. You do not know the kind of clothes. Say, for a man to really, really come out and talk, that means as a married woman, you have overdone it. You personally that you're talking, thank God that you're married.
Why is the clause as a married woman? I mean,
hold on. Okay. So it's believed that when you're married, it's expected for you to be more responsible, because at that moment you are older. Of course, you're a single person. You should be responsible.
Your status should not tell when you should be responsible or not.
In this regard, I could actually tell you that outrightly that this lady is actually wrong. And see, like I already said, if you heard me right from the onset, it is not, you don't have to take everything your husband tells you hook, line, and sinker. There is a way you can communicate with your husband in a more subtle way, instead of raining all sorts of insults on him. Who knows the extent at which she has gone to insult the man in public, and then you have children watching all of this. To top it up, you are committing adultery in the marriage.
The conversation that's gone between them? Do you know what the husband must have done for her to have rained insult on her?
It does not make it right. That is emotional abuse. It does not make it right.
Hold on. So
I do not agree with you.
If his approach towards telling me to change my outfit wasn't a good one, he probably maybe even embarrassed me in front of the children, telling me to go and change. And then I insult back. It becomes a problem for me.
Two wrongs don't make it right.
It becomes emotional abuse to him. But while he was embarrassing me just because he wanted me to go and change my outfit, it wasn't emotional abuse to me.
Wura, two wrongs don't make a right. And
why is it the woman that has to make the right?
It is not why is it the woman that has to make the... In this case, we are taking the story. And we are focusing on the story.
Yes,
now,
definitely.
It's just so sad that we did not get to hear the woman's side of the story, because I know there is more to it, right? But regardless, Wura, no matter what is happening in your marriage, it should not warrant you to fornicate, to go outside and sleep with other men. It should not warrant you to insult your husband.
Hold on.
Do not forget that you have children.
Let's make this clear. She committing adultery, wrong, right? That is absolutely wrong, because it doesn't make you loyal to your partner. It doesn't. That's not the agreement or commitment you made getting into the marriage. But my own point now is that for her to reign or abuse him or talk to him in a particular way, how are we not sure that he also did not go about it with the right approach to us? I mean, not everybody walking on the street, or not every human being would always go nuts when you're having conversations with them. It depends on your approach towards them. This indecent dressing, yes, the husband doesn't like it. It's something conversation can solve. Okay. But it depends on how he went about the conversation. For instance, the kids are in the sitting room and he's there, and she walks into the sitting room preparing to go out and all of that, and you see that the dress she's wearing is skimpy. How did he tell her to go back to change right in front of the children? For her to have reacted back that way.
Wura.
I do not agree.
It is not okay. Okay. So she insulted her husband. What did it change?
Why can't the man also have the right approach towards
How do you know he did not have the right approach toward talking to his wife? So you cannot assume. You see, that's the thing. You can't assume. In this story, she is wrong. You insulted your husband because...
I would not say... Hold on. I would not say she's wrong, because we've not heard from both parties. It's just one person that's come out to tell his story. And hold on. Remember that everybody wants to tell their story to favor them.
Yes, this is very true.
We've not heard what this woman has probably been going through in the marriage. We've not heard what the husband, whatever approach the husband took in having this conversation with her. We don't know what happened between the both of them to the point of divorce. Fine. The only part I'll probably fault her is where she had to commit adultery. Right?
So but what you are actually supporting?
That is not to say
emotional insult. Emotional, what's it called?
Don't put that.
No, it is not. I'm not putting anything in your mouth right now. This is very interesting, really.
Hold on,
I like whenever we do not agree.
Don't say that I am supporting emotional abuse. No, of course I am not. But what I am saying is that do not fault one party without understanding what has happened between the both of them.
And what I am also saying is...
I feel that the both of them probably... yes, definitely, the both of them had a role to play in this. The only thing I'll probably fault her for was she committing adultery. But doesn't mean that the man is a saint. Or doesn't make him perfect.
Nobody is a saint, Wura.
I'm just
Nobody is a saint, honestly. And what I am just saying here, why I'm even faulting her for, using emotional... insults, raining insults on her husband is because yes, let us even say that the man, his approach was not... Two wrongs don't make it right. You only make a bad situation worse. And you going about it, using that approach to attack your husband,
someone should walk up to you insulting you, a part of you wants to talk back.
A part of me wants to talk back, but if you know me, Wura, I have not been one to like insults.
Everyone would be able to handle such. Okay, so how about the person coming to meet me, have a decent conversation,
and so because of your husband used the wrong approach, so therefore you insult your husband. I think we should move on to the next story. But honestly, she's wrong to have insulted her husband using emotional words. Aside that, knowing fully well that you have children at home, and then that is not enough, you're committing adultery in the marriage. No matter, regardless of the approach your husband used, there are other means. There are ways you can communicate whatever it is that you want him to get. There are ways you can... How about you even call a family meeting or something?
I don't get why you are actually putting it on just like the woman.
I am not just putting it on the woman. But the story does not state... I don't like to assume.
I don't like to assume. So this story does not bear the burden of making things right.
Wura, the
both of
story
them
doesn't
have a
state
role
what
to
the
play.
husband did. I am just following the story.
just
I don't
move
like
on to the next
assumptions,
story.
honestly.
Let's just move
this
on to
is
the
funny
next story
because, wow, I wish we could actually have callers calling so we can hear what they have to say about the story,
marriage
honestly.
is partnership. It's
Yes,
not,
it is
it's not
partnership.
for-
It's not
we
a
need
bondage.
We need to move away from the mentality. We need to move away from the mentality
goodness,
that
okay.
the woman is the one that builds the
No,
home. Is
it's
the
not
woman
the woman.
that must do this in
It
the home.
takes two to tango.